Okay, my question. As a layperson who meditates for 30-40 minutes twice a day, what should my focus during meditation be? You can't really answer this question in a generalized manner. What we have to do is we have to look at what our motivation is. That's the sort of starting point. We have to look at what the intent is. And then based on this, then you can advise people on how they should proceed. For example, Milarepa was desperate not to be reborn in samsara again. And so he needed the methods that would be quick and effective and that could liberate him from the mundane world before he died. And so he's taught to have achieved transcendence in this very lifetime. But for most people, that's not their goal, right? Most people just want to feel better. They want feel-good factor, they want a bit of peace, they want to be less sort of afflicted by their trauma, past life experiences, etc. Sort of thing. And so for them, there are different methods. But in general, what is taught is this shamatha, okay, this placement meditation, what we call in Tibetan shine, or calm abiding, sort of resting in tranquility. This meditation is taught as the foundation of all meditation. So as a generalized answer, then you should always apply yourself to this tranquility meditation, this placement. And for that, then there are loads of methods. And some people use the breath, some people use a candle, some people focus on sounds. And it's very much a case of the sort of methods that work best for you. But there's a caveat here, you have to be kind of careful. Because sometimes we just use stuff that we're attached to. For example, you might like a particular kind of ambient musician. And so your meditation will be just listening to that. But really all you're doing is you're kind of blissing out. And you find that people who do this, who kind of bliss out in their meditation, they become more irritable. They don't gain the benefits we're looking for, the stability in mind. And calmness isn't just a feeling of kind of well-being or bliss. This peace of mind we kind of associate with this blissed out state, but it isn't. What it's taught in the Tibetan Buddhist canon anyway, as translated, actually the Sanskrit is the same, it's called cooling. Like if you have a cool breeze, okay, it's a hot country, you have a cool breeze, and it's called cooling. And what it means is this peace is the reduction in our negative emotions. So we don't get upset so easily. We're not so desirous. We don't give rise to pride. This is what this peace is called. But what we tend to think, it's like this feeling of bliss and well-being we get after a yoga class, you know, or after we've seen this sort of our favorite movie, etc. It's not like that. That's a form of desire. And by focusing on that, what happens is many people become more small-minded. So, for example, they'll go to the yoga class and it's like, relax, peace, shanti, shanti, and they feel like, oh, I feel so relaxed. And then they get in their car, and then there's a traffic jam, and somebody honks the horn, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? You know, it's like we get really upset because, oh, please, I just want to be peaceful. It's not that. That's not what we call peace. What we call peace is this elimination of our kleshas. Kleshas are these negative emotions. So the methods that will help you do that are proper placement methods. And that involves developing mental acuity and not just spacing out. Some people kind of need to space out. People who are really neurotic and have a lot of anxiety, then they have to start just by being a calmer person. And so, you know, we can say that it's better to do this kind of blissing out meditation than to take lots of mood-altering drugs. But again, I'm not telling you to go off your medication, right? You listen to your doctor, don't listen to me. But it's just an example, right? So would you rather go to yoga class, or would you rather be kind of stoned all day long? It's your choice. But for me, kind of being stoned is a real state of numbness and lacking awareness. So I'd rather do yoga, or I'd rather do meditation.